For millions of years, we've been trying to solve Earth's biggest mysteries. Who built the pyramids in Egypt? Is time travel possible? And the biggest question of all, why are men so obsessed with sundresses? Let's dig into that one. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining my channel. My name is Rocky, and for those of you who are new, this is where we normally talk about fashion, lifestyle in my city of Chicago, and just a little bit of beauty. Today, we are talking about fashion, and it's a phenomenon. Let's get right into it. Rest assured, today is the day that I'm going to solve one of those mysteries for you, and that's the biggest one of all. Why are men so obsessed with sundresses? Now, I've done a video about this before, and in that video, I was really just trying on a bunch of dresses that I wasn't really sure whether it was a sundress or not. I was just really trying to define what is a sundress, right? So I think I know, but now I'm trying to answer the question, why are men so obsessed? So let's get right into what the sundress is. Firstly, the sundress is something that is traditionally flowy and floral, feminine. You can see the pattern here. I'm going to do a cutaway because the sun won't let us be great. But what I understand the sundress to be is just some sort of fabric that lets the air blow through, got nice little breeze going. And usually it's very feminine, and it just speaks loudly and volumes to the nod to summer. On those dog days of summer where you don't want anything to touch your skin, you barely want to put any clothes on. We women, we rely on these to get through, right? On those dog days of summer. And so for these, they're usually a bit translucent. They're not sheer, right? They're translucent. And what I realized when I was trying this on, this one's like the standard. It's just kind of like, ooh, sundress, right? But what I realized that makes these appealing is the fact that it gives the allure. It kind of gives a little mystique about what the woman's body actually looks like. When the light goes through these dresses, you can see the woman's silhouette. And when the woman walks and the breeze blows, the fabric is so thin that it nicely lays in all of the curvature, just perfectly, in all of the nooks and crannies in the curvature of the woman's body. And it drives men wild. So let me show you a couple that are the ones where I've kind of like, now that I know the definition and why men love them, I have a couple of them that I know men would absolutely go wild for. So if that's the attention you want, you got to get some that look like these. Let's get into the next ones. This one here is I want to say trifecta, but it's a quadruple fecta. One, it's a short dress. All men love to see legs. And so this one definitely prominently has your nicely oiled, glistening legs on display. Whether you decide to use heels or flats or whatever you try, it's going to show those legs in all their glory. Boom. Arms are out. You got skin. You got skin. The men love the skin. The next thing about this is the floral. And that says she's woman, she's feminine, she's soft, makes the man want to protect you. And I sound very, very patriarchal at the moment, but I'm telling you what this is about. Next, the part about this is that it also has lace, and you'll see this in the cutaway because the sun won't let us be great. But the lace on here kind of gives you the silhouette of the bosom, and it cuts out in the back, all of that. Now, the part that is lovely about this is the fact that the material is so thin and flimsy. It's super thin, like paper thin. And that means the light goes through this. And when the light goes through this, what do you see? All of the curvature, everything. And there's this thing that I saw on social that men say they really love when the fabric falls into the creases. So if it falls into the bosom and you can kind of fully see the shape, or it falls here on your backside right into the crease, they absolutely go wild. And the reason why that happens is because this fabric is so thin. So let me get into the next one. This next one, you might as well go outside with a sign, a billboard on that says, "Look at me." Because, I mean, as I'm holding it here, it doesn't look like much of anything. However, when you wear this piece, girl, let me tell you, it is very translucent, and it had the amount of dramatic fabric on this one, girl. So what I'm saying is, if you're looking, You know what I'm saying? If you out fishing, this is the type that you need. And the recipe for this is that, one, it skims the body. It should not be tight, first and foremost. It should accentuate the parts of you that you like the most. So if it's the clavicle, the arms, the bosom, the waist. So try to get something that highlights the part of you that you like the most. And then make sure that it has a lot of dramatic fabric. So meaning when you walk or the wind blows, it does this whole billowing thing, right? Doesn't matter the color. It doesn't matter anything about the dress. It's just the elements of the dress that you need. Now, most importantly, it has to be this super thin material. But this super thin material, one, again, gives you the shape, the silhouette when the light comes through. Lastly, when that wind blows and when you walk, this fabric is going to fall nicely along the lines of your body. When that wind blows, they'll see all of this silhouette. Even though it's a ton of fabric, they'll still see your silhouette. And it almost feels forbidden. Like, oh man, I shouldn't have seen that. Or it heightens the imagination. Like, I wonder what it looks like without the dress. So I figured it out. But now I have some questions. I need to understand where the line of demarcation is for these dresses, and where does the male's interest stop peaking. So I have a few dresses that I absolutely love, and I feel like women dress for other women. And I feel like if other women see you with these other dresses, they're going to love it, but I'm not sure that men will love it. So I need your help. I need your opinion on these next few dresses. So this one, we're really going to have to rely on this cutaway, but this one has a lot of flowy layers. The flow is what I'm thinking. So is making it a sundress. Now you tell me, is it really a sundress? Is it not a sundress? But I feel like, I'm definitely wearing it in summer. But is it a sundress? I don't really know. So the thing I love about this the most is the fact that, yes, it has all these dramatic layers and fabric, but in certain parts of it, the way the fabric falls, it is completely sheer. It gives the illusion that if I turn the wrong way, you can possibly see through this completely, but there's layers in here, so you really can't. It's just these layers here on the outside makes it feel like if I turn a certain way, you'll be able to see something. Additionally, it's showing a bunch of skin, and it has flesh colored or nude straps. So it looks as if this dress is floating all on its own. And so it gives, you can see all of my, my clavicle, my shoulders, and then even in the back, it drapes all the way down. So I think it gives a little sex appeal and little peaks and, this like interest. The third part about it is the fact that it's short and it's showing my legs. So I feel like this qualifies as a sundress, because it does have a little bit of those things that I defined before, where the fabric falls in a certain way. It gives, a little bit of sheer aspect. It entices, allures, it gives a little bit of mystique, but it's very feminine. So I don't know. You guys let me know, but this by far of all the ones I'm going to show you today is my favorite because of all the reasons I said, but it may not even be a sundress. Let me know. All right. This one is definitely hard to tell on camera that it is sundress-like, but the material itself is very thin. It's very thin and it is translucent. But it is made with a different material. It's more of like a button-down shirt material, cotton. It's not like flowy like the others are, but it's not made like those are. Anyway, that said, I still think it's sundress-esque because, one, it has the drama, it has the thin material, it flows, it is somewhat fitted. So the other ones, again, like they just kind of skim the body. They're not fit. This one does have a fitted element. So does that ruin the definition of the sundress? This one I think is appealing because it has cutouts and everything on the back, on the side. It has cutouts that show, some really nice parts of the woman's body. But again, it's not traditionally the whole, flowy, cascadey, and don't mind my motions. I'm just crazy. It just doesn't have that flowy, cascadey feel like the other ones. But tell me, am I right or am I wrong? Is this a sundress? Right, this last one is undoubtedly sexy. No question about that, hands down. We don't even need to discuss that part of this dress. Sex-y. S-E-X-Y. Right? So nonetheless, I feel like this still might be a sundress, because I would wear it in summer. It is, the material itself is the t-shirt material. It's thin, but it is not translucent. It has cutouts. It kind of, it balances out because this is longer. Like I have a lot of, my curves on show. There is no guessing about the shape of my body in this one. It's all there on show. And it has cutouts in the back to show even more, but it's balanced out by the length. So it's not, I would say, what one would call, it doesn't give off promiscuous vibes to me, but you tell me, it could be giving off promiscuous vibes. Anyway, I say all that to say, is this a sundress? I gave you what I thought the definition is: translucent material, flowy, not tight, sometimes usually floral, whatever, right? And when you move and walk, the fabric falls into the folds and the bends and the curves of the body. This one doesn't do, I don't think, any of those things, but you let me know. Is this one a sundress? All right, that brings us to the end of this video. Again, I need you to sound off in the comments down below. First of all, which of these were your favorite? Which dress did you like the most? Because I already told you what my favorite was. But the next thing is, do you agree with my definition of what a sundress is? Next, am I right about this male obsession with the sundress? Do they like it because of the whole, it falls into the cracks and crevices and on the, curves of the woman's body, and you can see through when the light shines through it, you can kind of see the silhouette of the body. Let me know if that is the reason. And then third, those last three dresses that I showed you, are those sundresses? I mean, shit, like I said, I'm going to wear them. I'm going to wear them during summer, no question. But I'm not sure if it has the true definition of what a sundress is. Let me know your opinions in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. But check it out. If you made it this far, I think you actually like this channel and you might want to rock with me. Go ahead and subscribe, share it with your friends, because my thought is if you like it, they like it too. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.